What's your honest opinion, if you're a gamer, of PlayStation exclusives, and what's your honest opinion of Xbox exclusives? I've always found this to be an interesting kind of topic because they have vastly different types of exclusives. Now, obviously Microsoft might not even have exclusives anymore at a particular point, but it is very interesting to see people's thoughts on the entire process. And if you were to ask me, I would just simply say that to me, I feel like Microsoft is in a situation where their exclusives haven't been that great. Occasionally they'll get something really good. I think, like obviously Halo was a really good one. Gears of War, a really good franchise for them. Well, the first few anyway. There's always going to be these types of situations where games are looked at as really great, and even games from PlayStation that I don't look at as particularly good, like Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. Those aren't my type of games at all. Like they're for multiple reasons, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to say that they're like terrible games. If that makes sense to what I'm trying to say. Pretty much meaning that there's the quality there. They're bangers, they are. So with that being said, it was very interesting to see someone who used to work for Microsoft really come down hard on Xbox, and talk about PlayStation exclusives and how they're bangers and you get more bang for your buck. So former Microsoft veteran and Blizzard Entertainment executive Mike Ibarra has praised Sony's first-party lineup, calling PlayStation exclusives bangers. Ibarra is of the view that Sony has been nailing it in the games department for years. Over on Twitter/X, Ibarra shared some screenshots of Horizon Forbidden West and praises the game for its graphics and gameplay. When a follower suggested that he should ask Sony for a job rather than appeasing the company on social media, Ibarra responded by saying that he's merely catching up on his game's backlog and that gamers should celebrate PlayStation bangers. Someone goes, looks like it's probably an Xbox fan, says, dude, just ask Sony for a job. Your desire is clear. And he says, don't be mad. PlayStation makes bangers. Celebrate it. Under promise and over deliver. Exactly what they've done in games department for years. Now, as you may or may not know, Ibarra spent the majority of his career at Microsoft, where he last held the position of corporate vice president of Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass before departing for Blizzard after a 20-year run. He served as president of Blizzard Entertainment before leaving in January. This year, the leadership shuffles and layoffs and things like that through Activision Blizzard merger. Ibarra unexpectedly announced his departure on Twitter, and tweets from journalist Jason Schreier at the time implied that he was ousted. Ibarra understandably did not comment on reports. But yeah, again, is this really something that needed to be said? Like, I think it's very interesting because Ibarra has been very, very much on that sort of idea that, Microsoft has overpromised and underdelivered. So to hear him go out and say, that PlayStation kind of did the opposite is realistically pretty interesting to me. Like one of those more interesting stories that I've seen. And Ibarra has been a little bit outspoken. I will say that I have heard from a few people some interesting stories between him and Phil Spencer. And, just as far as I could tell, there's like no love lost there. You know what I mean? Like just no love lost there. I think, I don't want to spill everything that I've heard because, that would maybe give away who said what or whatever. But, just as far as I could tell, it does seem really much like Mike doesn't fit in with what, Xbox is all about. Xbox is really going in one direction, sort of than what I think Mike probably wanted to go in. But when you see Mike kind of talk about this, and also like Mike was also talking about earlier today, he was actually talking. It was very interesting about people might be subscriptioned out, because EA Play is increasing their subscription service as well, which is crazy. I wonder what that's going to do to Xbox Game Pass. But it was announced by Electronic Arts that the firm's subscription service EA Play is getting a serious price hike as of May 10th, 2024. The price of EA Play subscription will be increased by as much as 80%, with an annual cost of a standard subscription rising from $29.99 to $39.99. For those looking to secure a EA Play Pro subscription, the better tier of the service, there will be a new price tag of $119.99, up from $99.99. So it's a staggering increase on paper. But what do you get for the money with an EA Play subscription? Well, if you opt for the standard tier, you'll get a library of games, pre-release game trials, exclusive in-game rewards, and other offers such as discounts. And for those picking up EA Play Pro subscription, everything in the standard tier is included, along with every new release from Electronic Arts and a better library of back catalog titles. For those who consider themselves fans of Need for Speed, Battlefield, FIFA, NHL, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, or any number of EA-backed titles, it's a fair deal, but it's one of many subscription services on the market, and having them all in your pocket is becoming a little expensive. Fortunately, services like Game Pass include a standard subscription service, but it looks like, are they going to have to start raising prices on that? I think that's something that we might see before too long. I think that it's getting harder and harder to, keep all these subscriptions going and things like that. So, we'll see how that kind of works out. And, at the end of the day, I think EA Play, or used to be EA Access, and at the end of the day, I do feel like what we've seen from Microsoft is that, they will probably stay pretty firm with what they have for right now, but maybe at some point, and I never really much thought about this, but at some point maybe EA Play won't be part of the actual Game Pass, So, yeah, like I said earlier, Mikey Barra tweeted this. He said, "I worry consumers already or will soon face subscription fatigue. So many subscriptions across various services adds up quickly, especially with price increases." So it seems like he's taking little jabs at, Microsoft here and there, whatever the case may be. But, again, we'll see where this leads. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly everything that went on behind the scenes there, but it's interesting to see kind of the little jabs and stuff. So, it's like I said, there's always something going on in the industry, and it never lets me down, to be quite honest about it. But what do you guys think about this? I'll link it in the description. You can check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. If you guys enjoy my content, I'm Crap Gamer. This has been Crap Gamer Reviews. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.